This is the absolute gamma exposure by puts and calls tutorial. Let's get into it. So using the absolute gamma exposure by puts and calls, you can see where the levels with the biggest interest actually are. And it differs from the absolute gamma exposure chart from the regular one because it's just showing you the delta or the net. This graph shows you the total. And by delta and net, I mean if you take the positive and subtract the negative and you get whatever's left, that's what it shows you. Here it shows you the total. So this is the total. That's why we have bars up and bars down, even on the same places. Another thing that is very helpful is that you also have the history. So you can see that this yellow line shows you from 5 minutes ago and the blue line shows you from 15 minutes ago. So you can actually see it growing or shrinking. This is useful for so you can see where the interest is actually growing or it's actually shrinking. So you can see if the targets for the day are changing, if the structure of the market is changing, and if the market is turning. To see if it's actually growing or shrinking, look to the far bars to see what they're doing. So if the price is here, look at these bars or these bars here to see if they're growing or if they're shrinking to see if the market is actually turning, if the structure is changing. The biggest bars are magnetic and repellent at the same time. What does that mean? How can that work? Well, you see these biggest bars, which is this one here and this one here. They're both magnetic and repellent. Magnetic meaning that they actually call the price to them. So the price wants to go here and it'll probably go here since it's the biggest bar of the day. And it's repellent at the same time because as soon as it reaches this bar, it's actually going to bounce. They're also very strong bounce levels. So it's magnetic because it calls the price and very strong repellents because it bounces the price away. This also shows you in strikes. Each one of these bars are a strike. A strike is every 5 points. So you can see the interest for every 5 points. So you can see here it's 5,360. The next one is 5,365, 5,370, and so on. So you can use this chart to show you the levels with the biggest total interest for the day. You can see if the market structure is changing and you can see the targets for the day.